Welcome back to Built for Weekends, the podcast for people who work all week and live for the weekends. I'm your host, Mark, and I thank you for joining me for this episode. If you've ever looked at your truck, SUV, or crossover and thought, man, this thing could do more, well, today's episode is for you, because one of the single biggest upgrades you can make without touching suspension, tires, or horsepower is a rack system. I've worked in this specific industry for years and years, and I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. For now, I'll talk about my personal experiences with roof racks, breaking down what roof racks actually do, how they change the way your vehicle works, and how to choose the right setup without wasting money. Let's get into it. What a rack really does. At the most basic level, a roof rack system gives you more usable space. But it's not about carrying more stuff. It's about freeing up your interior. Think about it. Bikes, skis and snowboards, camping gear, kayaks, fishing gear, recovery gear. Without some sort of roof rack, all of this ends up in your back seats, blocking your rear visibility, or packed on top of your passengers. A roof rack moves the bulky gear outside, which instantly makes road trips more comfortable and organized. Having a cargo box, or a bike rack, or a ski and snowboard rack, or even a rooftop tent. More functionality makes it more easy to get outside. Second point of how a roof rack changes how you use your vehicle is where things get interesting. Once you install a roof rack, your vehicle stops being just transportation and starts becoming a tool. Suddenly, weekends are easier. You don't have to choose between people or gear. You can say yes to more spontaneous plans. Want to hit the mountains after work? Roof rack already loaded. Camping last minute? Tent already mounted. Camping bins ready to grab and go. That's the real upgrade. Less friction between ideas and action. Roof racks will also change how your vehicle looks and feels. Let's be honest, roof racks change the vibe. Even a stock truck, car, or SUV instantly looks more capable, more intentional, and more adventure ready. But it's not just looks. There's a mental shift when you build your vehicle around what you do and not what looks cool. A roof rack says, this thing is built to be used. Now, you don't need the biggest or most expensive setup right away. These are the main options for roof racks, simplified. The starting point will be Crossbars. It's an affordable entry point for all, great for carrying all accessories like bike racks, ski racks, and cargo boxes, and perfect for beginners. Crossbars are going to be any pair of bars on the roof of your vehicle that allow you to carry most accessories on the market. They come in a variety of materials, and some are more simple than others for what can be attached to them. Starting point for crossbars is steel bars. These give you a base for mounting things like cargo boxes and bike racks. The steel crossbar can sometimes cause some wind noise when it's loaded with gear. This can be remedied though with a wind fairing or simply removing the rack when not in use. The next step is an aluminum crossbar, and this aerodynamic setup can handle a host of accessories that will either mount with a wraparound clamp or T-bolts, allowing you to mount more on the crossbar. Some brands have the option of wider crossbars too, to carry even more, like a cargo basket next to a couple of bikes or boats. And finally, the last type of crossbars are heavy-duty bars. These are designed to carry more weight if your vehicle can handle it. These are great if you want to mount a cargo box next to a canoe, or a roof tent and an awning. Another option for racks is a platform rack. This is a flat, modular system carrying multiple items at once. They are better for overlanding, camping, and mixed gear with a whole host of accessories for attaching and tying down. There's so many different kinds of platforms for all different types of vehicles. Some have quick release systems that can mount to an SUV. Others are permanently mounted into factory locations on the roof or permanently drilled and screwed into the roof. These platform systems have the most modular options to carry close to anything you need. From tie downs for bulky gear, custom mounts for solar panels, a Starlink, or almost any gear you can think of, there is a way to mount it on a platform. Now for trucks, the bed racks will keep the bed usable. Perfect for carrying rooftop tents, recovery gear, bikes, and boats. And it's a great balance of utility and space. Bed racks on trucks will have a higher weight capacity than all of the rack systems. They can mount to the side rails of a truck or into a tonneau cover with tracks. They come in a multitude of heights. Some are even adjustable to get that set up to the clearance you want, maybe to park in your garage or in the parkade at work. The bed racks will all use a heavy-duty crossbar for all your gear needs. Some have side rails or molly panels to carry fuel, water, recovery boards, and so much more. Start planning your rack with what you actually need, not what Instagram tells you need. There are many people in the automotive industry, like myself, that have professional experience with getting you the best setup for your needs and to be able to build as you go. Now, some common roof rack mistakes to avoid. We're going to save you some time and money here. Buying too big too fast. Mounting gear to the racks you don't actually use. Ignoring weight limits for the vehicle you're using. And forgetting about wind noise and clearance for your garage or even your favorite drive-through. Your first rack doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to work for your weekends. Build it up in phases and you can't go wrong. And some final thoughts on the rack system is it doesn't just carry gear. It's going to expand what your vehicle can do. It's going to reduce stress on your trips and makes it way easier to adventure, to just say yes. And that's what Built for Weekends is all about. Removing the excuses and getting outside more often. So if you're on the fence about a roof rack system, start small. Once you have one, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. If you found this episode helpful, make sure to follow or subscribe to the podcast. And if you've got questions about roof racks or want help choosing the right setup, send me a message, email, or leave a comment. I've been helping people set up their rides with the best rack system for the last few decades. So until next time, build it smart, use it often, and then make the most of your weekends. See you next time.